And in the undergraduate sense, you're pushed all the time to write as much as possible in the 3 hours you have. But I want you to all understand that this is a professional exam. This is not like anything you've ever done before, unless you've been an accountant or whatever. I'm pretty sure none of you are. Some of you maybe though. And in a professional exam, there is something called professional negligence. And believe it or not, you're being judged on your professionalism in this exam, and nobody realizes that. I remember I was reading one of the exam reports, I think it was from Raymond Friel, and he said that he couldn't believe the amount of people who didn't put their exam number at the front of their booklets. And he made a comment that said, I'm really worried about this group of people if they're supposed to be solicitors in a few years' time, if they can't even put their own exam number on the front of a booklet, which is like one of the easiest parts, and it's an object of compliance. If you're not able to put your number on the front of the book, then, I mean, being a solicitor might not be the profession for you. All that being said, remember, this is a professional exam. Get yourself into the solicitor-client mindset. Imagine that the client is there sitting in front of you, and that's how you score well in an exam. Because if you were the client, you wouldn't want somebody wasting your time. You wouldn't want somebody giving you irrelevant information. In my humble opinion, after doing this for many, many years, I would say that strategy in the FE1 accounts for 40%, and then knowledge of substantive law is 60%. If you treat your FE1 like a battlefield, I'm telling you, you're going to do much, much better, because the assumption is you have the weapons, which is, you know, you have the knowledge, you have been brought up in a way of thinking, but to execute a plan on the day means that you have already presupposed what's going to happen. So let's think about what we already know. Imagine we're an alien that's arrived onto planet Earth, and we've been told, hey, you've got 2 months to sit the FE1. Right, first question I'm going to ask is, how many questions are there? Okay, there's 8 questions on the exam. I have to answer 5, okay? So and then each question is worth 20 marks. And I am telling you, if you did that, that is really basic, okay? Our strategy is the rules of contract law apply. Contract law, it's a private area of law. It's between you and me. I enter into contracts every day. I go to McDonald's, I order a burger, that's a contract. It's a very everyday topic. We law students like to complicate it because we like to seem like we know a lot, but at the end of the day, contracts are for everybody. With the principle of caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. Do your due diligence. In the FE1, the problem always comes in the last paragraph. So 4 weeks after the car has been sold to Sam, Jack receives another email. Myself, is Jack a trader? I don't know. I'll have to think about it in a second. And he wants Jack to pay for the repairs. I advise Jack. And that is bang on the money. You can throw in some case law, of course, to show how it's not a contract. But if you started off with an offer is, an acceptance is, a counter offer is, you're just going to annoy the examiner. Maybe have your mechanic test the car rather than you test the car before you buy it. And they say to me, you know, Jen, I've gotten 45, can you check this to see if I'll get a recheck? And I'll be very honest with them if I think it's due a recheck.